Good morning, one and all. I, Manuja Seth, welcome, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, Shri Bharat Sanghi, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, Chairman, Local Management Committee, Shri Shailesh Patel, Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Ganesh Shenoy, Director, Dr. Rajen Nargurkar, Advisor to NMIMS University, Dr. N. Jayashankaran, Professor Emeritus, Dr. Suresh Muni, and Registrar, Dr. Meena Chintamanini, to the graduation ceremony 2020 of the Bangalore campus. I also welcome the PG and UG faculty, staff, and both PG and UG students for this ceremony. May I now request Dr. Aparna for the invocation song?
सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। बिन्दु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणा वरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to now request Dr. Meena Chintamanini, Registrar of the NMIMS University, to initiate the graduation ceremony proceedings.
I request Shri Bharat Sanghi, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS and Vice President SVKM, to declare the graduation ceremony of Bangalore Campus 2020 open. So please may I request you to declare the graduation ceremony open.
I declare the graduation ceremony 2020 of NMIMS Bengaluru campus open.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would now like to request Director Dr. Rajen Nargurkar to deliver the welcome address and present the annual report of Bangalore campus.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome. It is my pleasant duty to welcome all the dignitaries from NMIMS, BOS members, our chief guest, and all graduating students from Bangalore programs to this momentous occasion. A brief report follows. The Bangalore campus expanded its offerings with the introduction of full-time undergraduate programs in law, statistics, and analytics. Executive programs were also augmented with the addition of the PGD in banking and financial services in collaboration with CRISIL, and the PGD in data science and analytics. With the addition of the above programs, there are now 5 schools operating in the Bangalore campus: School of Business Management, School of Commerce, School of Economics, School of Law, and the School of Science. The total number of students during the year 1920 was around 1200, spread across the programs and schools. The PGDM is now into its 10th year with 9 cohorts having graduated. The 21st and 22nd cohorts of the PGDM executive program are graduating today. The other students graduating today are from the PGDBFS program, the BSc Economics, and the BSc Finance, apart from the BBA. Placement. The placement challenge of placing 198 PGDM students was achieved with 100% success for the 10th year in succession. The prominent recruiters were Dell, VMware, Marsh India, and Britannia, and General Electric, to name just a few. The average salary during this year was rupees 10.5 lakhs per annum. A look at the co-curricular activities. NMIMS Bangalore campus, in collaboration with the Indian Econometric Society, organized a two-day international conference on economics and finance on 13th and 14th December 2019. Over 75 registered participants presented papers on various topics. An HR symposium was organized in collaboration with the Placement Committee of NMIMS Bangalore on the 11th of January 2020 at the Royal Orchid Hotel. The theme of the event was Generational Cohorts, Redefining the Workforce. Strategy Conclave 2020 was organized on the 8th of February 2020 and had a lot of prominent speakers. The theme for this year was Purpose, the Forgotten Pillar of Strategy. Coming to research by faculty, I will just give you a few highlights. Papers were presented at international conferences by Dr. Deepti Ganapati, Dr. Neha Chabra Roy, Dr. Mallika Srivastava, Dr. Suresh Mani and Dr. Narayani Ramchandran, and Dr. Nilima Vatwe. The following faculty members published papers in international journals. Dr. Mallika Srivastava, Dr. Tawfiq Ejaz, Dr. Deepti Ganapati, Dr. Barnabas, Dr. Amrita Pramanik, and Dr. Preetham Ghosh. Books were published by three faculty, Dr. Deepak Sharma, Dr. Suresh Mani, and Dr. Preetham Ghosh. Dr. Nilima Vatwe, Dr. Preeti Ravikiran, and Dr. Gopal attended various faculty development programs. Some faculty achievements during this year. For the Elsevier conference at Xiamen in China, Dr. Neha Chabra Roy received a conference grant of $2,000. Dr. Deepti Ganapati was selected as a visiting scholar at the Department of Communication at the University of California, San Diego. Dr. Nilima Vatwe received the Best Research Paper Award for her paper at KJ Somaya's conference in Mumbai. Professor Harshvardhan was invited as a panelist at Every's conference, co-sponsored by NASSCOM, on Open Innovation, Creating Digital Advantage. That was the title of the conference on November 15, 2019. Last but not the least, I would like to mention that Business Today ranked us as the best private school in Bangalore, and the overall national ranking for 2019 nationally was 29th. That was a brief roundup. Thank you, and back to you, Manoj.
Thank you, sir. I will now request Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Ramesh Bhatt for the roundup of the year at the university.
Sri Bharat Sanghvi, nominee of the Chancellor, NMIMS University, and the President, SVKM. Chief guest of the day, Sri Ganesh Shenoy. BOS members of the programs, Dr. Rajendra Nargunkar, Director, Bangalore Campus, Dr. Meena Chintamanini, Registrar of the University, Dr. Suresh Mani, Dr. Jayashankaran, Program Chairperson, members of the faculty and staff, graduating students, proud parents and family watching live streaming of the convocation ceremony, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Very good morning to all of you and welcome. Welcome to the virtual graduation ceremony of NMIMS University Bangalore campus. Let me say that we miss being with you in person on our campus, but I join Dr. Rajendra Nargunkar in welcoming all of you to the graduation function of the NMIMS Bangalore campus. It is my great pleasure to welcome our chief guest, Sri Ganesh Shonai, our trustees, mentors, our friends, faculty, staff, proud parent to celebrate your achievement today. My heartfelt congratulations to each and every student who is graduating today. You all joined this extraordinary institution through a very rigorous selection process, and you decided to come to the NMIMS institution to explore and enrich yourself. You made new friends, explored new horizons, and engaged in a whole range of activities. So you graduate from this university as an enriched person. You graduate with outstanding achievements. You graduate someone having gone through a rigorous curriculum and after testing yourself. You are going out in the world with excellent NMIMS credentials. You are going out in the world which needs your skills of problem solving, your power of creative thinking, your inclusive approach, your commitment which characterizes the NMIMS University and the degree which NMIMS confers on you today and what we are celebrating today. Your remarkable efforts and achievements will help you achieve great things in life. I'm sure about that. Your credentials will take you to much higher places, and I'm sure you will prove yourself and contribute to the making the world a better place. Your learning experience while at the NMIMS must have altered your perceptions about the world and also about yourself. I'm sure your learning will continue to be the lens through which you see the world and handle the change and disruption with resilience. Remember, the change and disruption are omnipresent. It will transcend you, build you, most of all will help you grow. Seize the change and disruption. Hence, you all deserve the heartiest congratulations and we wish you all the success. Your parents must be delighted today, and NMIMS University gratefully acknowledges their contribution to making it possible for you to reach to this stage. Every completion has a new beginning, and the accomplishments of your graduation today marks a successful and proud entry into your future endeavors. As you embark upon your journey, I would like to extend my best wishes, hoping that each one of you find a feeling of contentment and pride in everything you do. The concluding phase of your graduation and the months following that period turned out to be quite unprecedented and extraordinary, not just for you, but for all of us. The pandemic required us to confront challenges on so many dimensions. I believe that we have many reasons to have enormous pride in how we handled the challenges and the changes and the disruption we faced. We look forward at this stage with great hope and optimism now and in the times to come. NMIMS, like all institutions across the globe, confronted this extraordinary situation. The pandemic required us to teach, learn, and work remotely. We experienced the VUCA world, and one of my friends was suggesting that if this VUCA word term was not invented in 80s, perhaps it would have been invented now. NMIMS has a long way since March 2020 in excelling in delivering all our programs and academic requirements virtually, synchronously and asynchronously, doing research, interacting, and holding virtual meetings and carrying out the university's work. The university rose to the challenge of this emergency. I am proud that we all worked together, supported each other, and wherever needed, engaged in problem solving and coming with innovative solutions to effectively deal with the crisis. Everyone rose to the critical leadership position. We continue to excel in our teamwork approach and have a very high level of commitment. We interacted with most of you through our synchronous and asynchronous virtual learning approach. We have been always and remain conscious of making the virtual learning process highly engaging and effective. I thank NMMS family for wholeheartedly supporting the academic continuity plan, which the VC office under the mentorship of Honorable Chancellor Sri Amrish Patel and our trustees and mentors put in place, and through a very effective distributed leadership system implemented effectively. The support received from everyone, students, faculty, staff, our mentors, trustees, and all the university departments, and our determination and resolve demonstrated our resilience and leading from the front. Through the efforts of everyone, we ensured that completion of our semester's term sessions, holding online, virtual, synchronous, asynchronous learning classes, evaluation of examination and completion of all the evaluations on time, declaration of all the results on time, which enabled students' progression to the next academic year of the program. Students who were particularly in their final years, we ensured their progression and future career plans are not impacted. We discussed our preparedness for holding virtual classroom sessions and addressing approaches to ensure the smooth conduct of virtual online classes. And at the most important thing, that we also ensured that all our admissions were completed online through online process. I may say that we ensured continuity of our activities in a situation which has disrupted everything, and we faced with lot of boldness and resilience. At this juncture, we still await clarity on how the pandemic will unfold in future and what new uncertainties and challenges we may confront. Yet, given our strengths, I am sure that we will meet the situation with great confidence. One thing we learned in the process is that disruption and change is nothing but to become different. Given the constraints we were put in, we could leverage the technology to effectively deal with the change and disruption. However, we faced several challenges on the way. We addressed them and we assured all our stakeholders that university values safety and security. NMIMS has taken every step to ensure safety and security now and when the students join the program in person soon. We await guidelines from the government to open campuses to start in-person classes. We look forward to this opening with utmost safety and care. We have come out of the present crisis with least unintended consequences. We got some new lessons which you may find useful in your future life. The distributed leadership and teamwork and supporting each other and volunteerism ensured facing these challenges with the least resistance and disruption. This disruption also put us in a situation where we did not have a rule book or previous experience to address the unique problems we faced. We were all the time in highly unstructured situations for which there were no rule books. But with the support and with everybody's teamwork and determination, the solutions were worked out after an in-depth understanding of the processes and providing a way forward. I want to encourage you to see how the distributed leadership and process-based in-depth decoding of problems has become an effective tool in handling this disruption and bringing in resilience. On this day, we fondly share with all graduating students and their parents and all stakeholders about our achievements and our future aspirations. NMIMS is very proud to see the contribution of our trustees, our faculty, our staff and students, and all our stakeholders taking the NMIMS to new heights. NMIMS is a 4-decade old premier university in India, ranked among the top 10 business schools. As a university, we are today 18 years old. Over these 18 years, university has emerged as one of the most credible higher learning institutions in the country and globally, as it is reflected by several rankings, ratings, stakeholders' confidence, contribution of faculty in research and teaching, and bringing in lot of reputation. May I mention some of the key achievements of the university in the last 1 year or so. 5 engineering programs of the NMMS University received ABET accreditation. The programs computer engineering, information technology, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electronics, and telecommunications were accredited by the Global Accreditation Agency, which puts us in the top 5% of the global institutions. It has been a proud moment for us, and I congratulate everyone and all the faculty members for this achievement. Business Today has ranked NMMS Bangalore as the best private business school in Bangalore in a survey of the business schools. Our management schools continue to have accreditation of AACSCB and AMBA. Global partnership with leading universities of the world, signing of several MOUs, and recognition of international faculty for their contribution to the NMMS research and teaching, and strengthening the research culture of the NMMS. Students have made a mark by winning several awards at national and international competitions. I congratulate all the teams and mentors who made these achievements possible. NIMS during last 1 year has also implemented human resources performance management based system, having a backbone of the Oracle system. So this has been also one of the great achievements in record time implementing the Oracle system. NIMS University and its various schools have started several new programs in the area of entrepreneurship, data sciences, psychology, data analytics, digital transformation, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity. Bangalore campus expanded its offering, and in 2019-20, with 5 schools, is close to 1,200 students. This is really a proud moment for us. I think the last year also saw the NMMS University making inroads into the synchronous and asynchronous virtual learning systems and making it very effective. We also know, you may know that the NMIMS has also the Atal Incubation Center. The Atal Incubation Center also got selected in top 3 incubators of India, and currently mentors 71 startups and several competitions are on way to identify the new startups. It has been always our endeavor to focus on the assurance of learning system, one of the core focuses of what we do at the NMIMS. The university prospers when its faculty, staff, students, and alumni do their best and create value wherever they are. Our role will be to put our best efforts into ensuring their outcome. Our sole objective would be towards creating value and creating impact and making ourselves effective by making sure that NMIMS environment and ecosystem fosters a sense of belonging and relatedness. Our future aspirations are founded on 4 building blocks: knowledge creation, which is relevant and applied and helping society to know the unknowns, demonstrate the leadership and meeting expectations in knowledge creation; enhancing teaching and learning processes through the assurance of learning system; making NMIMS known, recognized for its academic excellence and the most preferred institution of learning; aligning stakeholders and aspirants and meeting their aspirations. We will make every effort to work on the strategic plan to achieve this vision. Our new path is to reinvent ourselves and invent new things. We will strengthen systems and processes to confront the disruption and redefine some of our operational parameters. Years from now, when you will look back, I assure you that you will feel nothing but proud of your alma mater. To conclude, let me say this university is yours and it will always be yours. Be good, do good things, make sure you create a legacy, and one day you can say with pride that you did extraordinary things. God bless you and all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, to formally permit our graduating students to be presented to receive their diplomas and degrees.
This graduation ceremony of 2020 of NMIMS Bangalore campus has been called to confer the diploma degree upon the candidates who in the examinations held for the purpose have been credited to be worthy of the same.
I now request Dr. Narayani Ramachandran, Chairperson Postgraduate Program, to present the list of graduating candidates to the Honorable Vice Chancellor.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, I present unto you these candidates, including the candidates in absentia who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the diploma in the postgraduate programs in management. Disha Yagnik, Pulkit Chaurashya, Nishtaja, Adyut Srivatsava, Anushka Kullar, Akansha Shara, Paulami Datta, Vaishali Lada, Swagatika Mohanty, Anandita Chaudhary, Neeraj Pandey, Aditi Rastogi, Vaishali Bansal, Vaibhav Varnan, Aishwarya Chauhan, Chaitali Damija, Niharika Jain, Vijaya M, Saurabh Basin, K. Bhavya, Neha Gupta, Priyanka Singh, Purna G, Ankit Jaiswal, Hiloni Shah, Nitisha Agarwal, Nikita Agarwal, Akil Kher, Gotumukula Likita, Divyagna Kanodia, Joyita Sharma, Ashwin Varghese, Disha Jaishwal, Niharika Gaur, Chimbali Nagadivya, Shubham Ralhan, Neha Rohila, Kopal Chandra, Pallavi Gupta, Kanika Jain, Rachita Jain, Niharika Mukherjee, Prachit Oja, Renuka Sambandha, Alolika Banerjee, Tanmay Bedi, Shreya Chauhan, Shubham Ganguly, Apurva Jain, Shohal Khan, Devyani Singh, Kriti Mathur, Raj Shailesh Shah, Mithali Berleka, Kritika Dio, Meenal Gawande, Harsh Goyal, Ishika Khanna, Mrityunjay Kuwa, Radhika Modi, Ayush Satnalika, Manoj D, Rajrishi Bhattacharya, Saurav Dan, Pradeep Lau, Ashwini Menon, Aditi Kaitan, Supratim Datta, Shubham Kedia, Malika Karbanda, Prayash Popali, Shruti Mishra, Ayushi Kar, Abhishek Mehta, Lakshay Mongia, Swati Singh, Shivani Dore, Pankuri Ji, Manisha Sharma, Shubhangi Yavatkar, Amir Baki, Paradhi Duga, Prachi Shah, Kashmira Bacha, Shailaja Baheti, Neha Bishop, Kushbu Jain, Prajwala Pragna Jayanti, Abhay SSK, Siddharth Kumar, Surya Varun Andapati, Mridula Nayak, Sweta Purnan, Kilol Govani, Mehak Matrawala, Madhulika Sarkar, Siddhant Bhattacharya, Sarthak Chada, Saran Chaudhary, Shubham Goyal, Parth Kanetkar, Akshat Malviya, Vijay Sharma, Akriti Singhal, Anchal Agarwal, Tarun Agarwal, Shubham Chauhan, Rani Gulrajani, Swati Jain, Moksha Shah, Ayushi Sharma, Samiksha Sharma, Pragdala Tarun Tej, Chitinkina Vijaya, Sanjana Vanmalik, Rohit Nigania, Sonali, Zainab Barmal, Midila ER, Madhumita Jnanashekar, Shilpi Tandit, Meenakshi Tiwari, Kritika Gupta, M.R. Ganesh, Siddesh Ataba, Sharat Kumar M, Devagna Pugalia, Neha Sakuja, Anamika Sharma, Rohit Zo, Archit Gaur, Ivan Kapoor, Anisha Sedumadhavan, Vani Sharma, Samriddhi Theo, Sagar Saini, Soumya, Akshay Bhargava, Ninad Deshmukh, Drishti Jain, Shagun Jalan, Yashvi Malik, Aishwarya Mohapatra, Vaishvi Sinha, Abhishek Srivatsav, Nimisha Abraham, Suraj Majumdar, Manjunath, Shushmita Bagel, Drishya Bilgarmi, Ashish Gyomo, Medha Medhuri, Srijan Suman, Shivani Bank, Mohit Daswani, Tanushree Goenka, Arpita Gupta, Akhilesh Kulkarni, Vikash Polisati, Vignesh S, Tanu Yadav, Ayush Goyal, Subham Gupta, Akshata Verma, Tanya Mahapatra, Apurva Sharma, Ashima Saudri, Avin Dev, Rishabh Gaur, Pragadala Sindhu Kriti, Abhinav Gupta, Kavi Tripathi, Akshat Minocha, Nikhil Agarwal, Shafali Anand, Prabneet Baba, Arushi Mittal, Akriti Modi, Aviral Singh, Vinay Mehta, Tanmay Shah, Shrishti Bashu, Atulya Sacha, Sakshi Sharaf, Priyam Dukar, Pooja Kosha, Aranji Menon, Ashna Mehra, Manu Srivatsava, Susanna Sharma, Brigu Rai, Satyashri Rath, Akash S, Satyasha Sahuja, Siddhant Dukan, Rishikant Shastri, Debadatya Sarkar, Ayush Hingania. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request Professor Krishna Durba, Chairperson PGDM Executive Program, to present the list of graduating candidates to the Honorable Vice Chancellor.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, I present unto you these candidates, including the candidates in absentia who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the diploma in the PGDM Executive. The winter batch 21, Ms. Shreya Banerjee, Mayank, Nikita K, Santosh TR, Zain Ahmad, Chanukya Reddy Shauri Apteri, Arundhati BS, Santosh Kumar Dash, Harish Deshpande, Ruma De, Deepak Kalhan, Pooja Khetwal, Abida Kausar, Ashutosh Kumar, and from the fall batch of 22, Pragya Alok, Muthu Alagappan KR, Samuel E, Vikram BK, Vikas Chauhan, Balaji GS, Prakash Gubbi, Swapnil Gupta, Ratish Krishna, Julie Kumar, Komal Lahoti, Matthew Thomas Mulakkal, Ajay Bahurao Mudgekar, Karthik N, and Hardik Seth. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Neha Chabda Roy, Chairperson PGD BFS Program, to present the list of graduating candidates to the Honorable Vice Chancellor.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, I present unto you these candidates, including the candidates in absentia who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the diploma in postgraduate program in banking and financial services. The candidates are Deepak Gupta, Faizan Abuzar, Gayatri Sanal Kumar, Kasturi Karthikeyan, Rabia Musharrat Ataullah, Shivam Sharma, Vartika Shukla, Viraj Anand Jaiswal. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request Dr. Rajat Verma, Chairperson BSc Economics, to present the list of graduating candidates to the Honorable Vice Chancellor.
Thank you. Honorable Vice Chancellor, I present unto you these candidates, including the candidates in absentia, who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive their graduation certificates. Shraddha Shashikant, Manaswi Ghilani, Ami Shah, Suchitra Kulkarni, Moithro Bhunia, Shivangi Jaiswal, Rajul Jain, Niharika Singh, Sumedha Bhalla, Bhavesh Sharma, Vedika Kapoor, Tithi Sarkar, Dimple Chopde, Shubhi Garg, Amartya Sanyal, Isha Khandelwal, Abhishek Jain, Gauri Lakshmi, Siddhant Sharma, Akshat Sen, Rahul Suryavanshi, Vidushi Trivedi, Shubham Agarwal, Siddharth Divi, Shreya Chadha, Tushi Goenka, Isha Jain, Samidha Malik, Muskan Agarwal, Sumer Khurana, Manish Sati, Parth Sharma, Ishita Saxena, Alok Chawla, Shreya Wadhwa, Vaishnavi Sinha, Naman Jain, Siddhant Sharma, Hitesh Pradhan, Vridni Sahdev, Mudit Nenavati, and Sarthak Singh. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Sri Darshan Kaundinya, Chairperson BSc Finance, to present the list of graduating candidates to the Honorable Vice Chancellor.
Thank you. Honorable Vice Chancellor, I present unto you these candidates, including the candidates in absentia, who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the graduation certificates. Here is the list of graduating candidates. Naina Vaish, Mohammad Sherar, Ekta Lohia, Sarthak Girotra, Ayush Burman, Ridhi Verma, Aman Agarwal, Shraddha Menon, Nimisha Kulshresht, Anurag Agarwal, Srinath Vibhute, Prableen Kaur, Pranav Kulkarni, Naman Surana, Sahil Arora, Urvanshi Narang, Hari Krishna PV, Ayush Roy, Yatin Gandhi, Purnendu Dalmia, Shreyank Jaiswal, Yeenakshi Pathak, Amitesh Raghav, Mansha Sethi, Mahima Srivastav, Manini Bharadwaj, Rakshit Bhatia, Jash Shah, Nishkarsh Chaudhary, Nishank Bakshi, Sarthak Khanna, Arshia Sani, Gaurav Bhandari, Vasu Gupta, Sarthak Khandelwal, Dhruv Verma, Rajat Vats, Kevalya Kumar, Anchal Srivastava, Aditya Jain, Ankush Yadav, Manuraj Jhalani, Pranav Nigam, Janvi Mahajan, Harsh Dedhia, Ashwath Narayanan, Akshita Upadhyay, Samuel Fernandez, Aryan Sudhish, Ritvik Day, and Rishabh Gupta. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now requesting Professor Khushbu Garg, Chairperson BBA, to present the list of graduating candidates to the Honorable Vice Chancellor.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, I present unto you these candidates, including the candidates in absentia, who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive their graduation certificates. Shivangi Garg, Ashna Malhotra, Rachita Talwar, Nishkarsh Dhar, Malem Pratap Reddy, Raghav Singla, Mavni Bera, Richa Bajaj, Amit Kumar Sharma, Ishita Makkar, Varun Toshniwal, Vishakha Agrawal, Kushagra Kabra, Khushi Kushwaha, Rohan Rustagi, Aditi Sabrawal, Harsh Jilan, Prashant Agrawal, Shreya Bageja, Radhika Ketan, SS Satish, Manvi Jain, Rishabh Naredi, Vipul Data, Shrishti Kalra, Kshitij Ranjan, Suranjan Sarkar, Rishabh Garg, Vasundhara Raj Singh, Rohan Samdani, Raghuvansh Dev, Shrishti Vashishta, Himanshi Ghai, Videhi Bajaj, Sanat Desai, Dhruv Chhapya, Aditya Ghoshal, Shaurya Gupta, Samya Sinha, Yashasvi Ghai, Manan Arora, Bhagyaraj Parmar, Harsh Bansal, Rishabh Saxena, Tanusha Tyagi, Likhita Vadapalli, Utkarsh Kalra, Yashri Srivastav, Rohan Singh, Muskan Nagpal, Akash Kumar Jha, Shreya Shri, Riya Singh, Vaibhav Rustagi, Bhavya Chitranshi, Dhruvisha Shah, Ansh Garg, Anandita Maurya, Samiksha Harjai, Jatin Chaudhary, Shubhankar Tyagi, Shubhra Chaube, Nimai Gupta, Lavya Nainani, Anshuman Jilan, Vibhor Ahuja, Vishwesh Shandilya, Ananya Jindal, Hardik Gupta, Bhavya Arora, Sabhyata Sinha, Suprita Kulkarni, Akshay Bansal, Mahat Sehgal, Abhinav Rana, Bhavneet Singh, Maitre Parmar, Shreya Sahani, Arpit Mittal, Sanjeev Kumar, Apurv Sharma, Gaurang Garg, Kanishk Tripathi, Anand Agarwal. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. May I now request Director Dr. Rajen Nargunkar to announce the Best Student and Merit Awards and Scholarships to the graduating cohorts and awards for faculty and staff of Bengaluru campus.
Thank you. It's my great pleasure to announce the list of rank holders from the graduating batches as per the rules of the university, meritorious students, and also the awards for faculty and staff, which we normally announce on graduation day each year. So I'll start with the rank holders of the SBM, School of Business Management, PGDM. The first three rank holders are Disha Yagnik, rank 1, with a CGPA of 3.72. Pulkit Chaurasia, rank number 2, with CGPA just behind with 3.71. And Akanksha Shroff at number 3, with a CGPA of 3.63. Congratulations to all these rank holders. The second group of rank holders is from the PGDM executive program. From batch 21, it is Ranjita Mahapatra with a CGPA of 3.69. Rank number 1 in the batch 22 is Pratik Singh with a CGPA of 3.74. Congratulations to both of them. I now have a list of top 10% of the meritorious students from the PGDM. So this list is headed again by Disha Yagnik and followed by Pulkit Chaurasia, Nishtha Jha, Adyot Kumar Srivastav, Anushka Khullar, Akanksha Shroff, Paulami Datta, Vaishali Ladha, Swagatika Lagna Mohanty, Aditi Rastogi, Anindita Chaudhary, Neeraj Girija Shankar Pandey, Vaishali Bansal, Aishwarya Chauhan, Niharika Jain, Saurav Bhasin, Vijaya M, Vaibhav Burman, Chaitali Dhamija, and K. Bhavya. Congratulations to all these students for doing well and maintaining your CGPA in the top 10%. We now also have an award which we announce as a Student of the Year, which is something like a all-rounder achievement award. And this goes to Disha Yagnik. Congratulations. Moving on to one other category, which is from the Best Faculty and Staff Awards, Bangalore. I'm happy to announce, of course, we have the support of all our faculty team and colleagues in the staff to achieve whatever we have, but this is a small recognition to the best voted by faculty in certain cases and selected by a committee comprising our BOS members. So my congratulations to the following. In the undergraduate faculty category, we have 2 awards, one for teaching, which goes to Dr. Sridarshan Kaundinya, and one to Dr. Kubendran for research. Congrats to both of you. In the postgraduate category of faculty, we have 2 similar awards, and the Teaching Excellence Award goes to Dr. Deepak Sharma this time, and in research it goes to Dr. Neha Chhabra Roy. My congratulations to both. We also have staff who serve behind the scenes and sometimes go unrecognized, but we do recognize, at least through this award, the best non-teaching staff each year. And this year, the award goes to Ms. Archana Maigrimat. My congratulations to all the award winners, and hope that you succeed in future in doing as well as you did this year. And to everybody else, that you are still contenders in the coming years. Thank you very much. Back to Manoj.
Thank you, sir. I now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, to authorize the graduating students to wear the robes ordained as insignia of the certificate.
By the authority given to me by the Board of Management of SVKM's NMIMS University, I admit you to the diploma in the School of Business Management, for which you have been declared to be qualified to receive the Postgraduate Diploma in Management, Postgraduate Diploma in Management for Executives, Postgraduate Diploma in Banking and Financial Services. Further, by the authority given to me by the Board of Management of SVKM and MIMS University, I admit you to the bachelor's degree in Economics, Finance, Management, for which you have been declared to be qualified to receive the Bachelor of Science in Economics, Bachelor of Science in Finance, and Bachelor of Business Administration in Management. As a token, you have been virtually presented with the diploma degree. I authorize you to wear the robes ordained as insignia of your diploma degree. By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Management of SVKM and MIMS University as Vice Chancellor, I hereby declare all of you who are present and those who are permitted to remain absent are admitted to the respective degrees and diplomas. I hereby charge you to uphold the dignity and the value of the diploma degree awarded to you by this university in your life and profession. I now request nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, Shri Bharat Sanghvi, to confer the diploma and degrees.
I hereby confer the diploma and degrees.
All graduating students are now requested to stand up, bow to accept the diploma degree and say aye. It is my privilege to introduce our Honorable Chief Guest for the day, Mr. Ganesh Shenoy, CFO of MTR Foods. B. Ganesh Shenoy is the Chief Financial Officer and VP IT at MTR Foods Private Limited, a fully owned subsidiary of the Norwegian group Orkla, a Norway-based $6 billion FMCG major. He is a commerce graduate from Bangalore University, a chartered accountant from the ICAI, and a cost accountant from the ICWAI. Mr. Shenoy started his career in 1987 at A.F. Ferguson and Company in the Management Consultancy Division. Subsequently, after a brief stint at L&T Mumbai, he joined the Unilever Group in India, where he worked for about 12 years in various capacities and profit centers ranging from factory commercial manager and regional commercial manager in various businesses, ranging from dairy, beverages, chemicals, fertilizers, etc., ending with CFO and Profit Center Commercial Head for Hindlever Chemicals Limited, a Unilever subsidiary, which was a Rs 1,200 crore chemicals and fertilizers business then. He has won the Chairman's Award in HUL on 3 occasions for various projects in finance and taxation. In 2003, he joined MTR, then a PE-funded processed foods company, which was acquired by Orkla in 2007. Which is now a Rs 800 crore processed foods major. In addition to his finance role, Mr. Shenoy leads the IT function as well. He spearheaded the implementation of SAP in MTR in 2003, which was perhaps one of the first SME companies to adopt a full-fledged mainstream ERP application. The rapid deployment in 6 months won MTR a CIOL award in Cairo for the quickest SAP implementation to go live. Since then, Mr. Shenoy and his team are driving the use of various IT applications and solutions across the organization. The latest being deployment of BI financial analytics platform ClickView. With several automated and integrated IT solutions, MTR is now at the cutting edge of automation IT platforms in the FMCG sector. Mr. Shenoy also leads evaluation of inorganic growth opportunities for MTR. He is on the board of Rasoi Magic Foods Private Limited, a fully owned subsidiary of MTR Foods. He is also on the board of Norwegian Business Association of India for the year 2017 and 18. He is an active member of Economic Affairs panel of CII Karnataka chapter and other CFO groups in Bangalore, such as IMS, CFO India, HFG panel, etc. He was amongst the elite national level CFO 100 honorees for a consecutive 4-year period, 2013, 14, 15, and 16, instituted by 9.9 Media Works. I now invite our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Ganesh Shenoy, to deliver the graduation ceremony address.
Thank you, Manuja, and good afternoon to all of you. Dr. Ramesh Bhatt, the Vice Chancellor, Mr. Bharat Sanghvi, the nominee of the Chancellor, Dr. Rajendra Nargunkar, Director of NMIMS, Dr. Meena, and the entire NMIMS faculty, all dear parents, the entire faculty of NMIMS, as well as my dear students. I think, first of all, let me thank you for the opportunity. I deem this my proud privilege to address you as one of the veterans. I have gray hair out here, so maybe I will be able to actually tell you a few things that I have learned over the years. And it's really a great day for all of you, I'm pretty sure. And all of you, I'm sure, miss the electric atmosphere of the convocation ceremony, right? I mean, this is really on a virtual platform. Maybe if we were all physically present, we would have been a very boisterous, kind of celebration in the convocation. But I guess it will do for the moment. You can have your boisterous moments back with your family and friends, maybe sometime today evening. And as Ravi Shastri addressed the cricket team of India, cricket is still very high on our minds, right? What he said to the entire Indian team was savor the moment. So I would really say savor the moment today, party hard, but just take a moment to thank your faculty who has probably striven hard to really bring you up, to this day. Thank your parents because who have supported you all along. Thank your rest of your family members who have probably been your support. And last but not the least, thank your friends, because in today's day and age, it's really the friends who really back you up, right? Most of the projects, I'm sure you have networked with all of your friends. So don't forget your friends and the friendships that you have made during your journey so far. I'm sure will stay with you, for a long time to come. So now on the threshold of your careers, I think, both Dr. Nargunkar and Dr. Bhatt mentioned, I think you guys should be really proud of having graduated from NMIMS, which has been voted the best business school, private business school in Bangalore and amongst the top institutes in India. But on the threshold of your careers, I would say, let's talk business, because most of your careers, I think, will be either in large sector companies. Some of you would have chosen to probably start with a career in smaller businesses, maybe. Some of you would have chosen banks and financial institutions. Some of you may have also, opted for startups, because startup is the flavor in today's business environment. But whatever career you have chosen to actually start with, I think there are 3 points that you will always have to bear in mind. You have to be resilient, and 2020 has really taught us that, right? Most of the businesses which have, I would say, recovered and thrived in the last 1 year or so are only those businesses which are resilient. So I think a resilient attitude is something which is very important for all of us to inculcate, adopt, and really imbibe deep in our hearts. And I would say the second quality, which all of us, whether it is young or old, we should always have a transformational mindset, because change is the only constant in life. Whether it's in your academic careers, whether it's in your professional careers, whether it is in life in general, change is the only constant. And each of these changes should actually make you grow. And growth from these changes can happen only when you transform, only when you have a transformational mindset. And last but not the least, the growth will then come automatically. Once you have a resilient attitude and a transformational mindset, growth will happen virtually automatically. So now what I will focus upon are 4 or 5 parts of my address to you. Basically, this has been distilled out of my experience. I know the last 5 years has been extremely, I would say, fast paced change in the world, largely led by digitization. And I would really pick this digitization as a theme to really lay before you what are some things that you can expect when you actually get into your careers. Today's industry, it is characterized by what is called Industry 4.0, because whether you choose to be in a manufacturing sector or a social sector or a services sector, I think internet is really driving most of the businesses. You have a whole lot of data getting generated. You have a whole lot of users who are accessing the internet, who actually transact all kinds of transactions, whether it is buying, selling, or banking. You also have Internet of Things, which are really driving businesses, whether it's a manufacturing company or whether it is a service sector company. And you also have a whole lot of services sector. India is really at the forefront of, I would say, the ITES kind of sector. So this is all driven by the digitization. So, what does this really mean, for most of you? I think when you choose your careers, I think automatically you have to really imbibe some of these digitization kind of initiatives. And, the other thing that comes to my mind is whenever we look at careers, in fact, about a decade or two back, we always used to look at, a good company for a lifelong career. Now, that lifelong career may somehow be passé, I think, because most of the changes which are really being driven by the digitized environment make sure that you actually learn quite a lot, and then you are ready to actually make a move to the next big challenge. So my suggestion to you is to really look at two things. One is the value addition to your own self should really be the sole determinant. If your company that you work for, the business that you work for, continues to provide you challenges, I think you should stick to that company, because don't look at immediate kind of results. You need to actually spend at least 3 to 5 years really understanding the business environment in those companies and businesses, because that's when you actually develop expertise. And, most of us, when we join companies, we actually look towards the company to provide us a lot of developmental initiatives. I would say you should push for those, but at the same time, a large part of the responsibility should be on us. Our own kind of self-development initiatives are something which are very important. I think you will have to be like a sponge. You will have to keep on absorbing, not only in your business, what is actually happening in the outside world. You have to keep on absorbing, and because that's how I think self-development really takes place. And the next dimension when you actually step into your careers is the work and workplace. Maybe a couple of years back, maybe I would not have made this point, but post-COVID, the work and workplace has changed immensely. We have actually seen many companies which have adopted almost 100% work from home, probably going to adopt it in the longer term as well. And we've also had many hybrid kind of arrangements taking place. We've had, lots of businesses getting spawned by providing workplace services across the city and the country. So most of these trends are here to stay. So you will probably have to look at some of these, developments before you actually choose your final career. And I would also think, maybe till about a 5-year back period, we used to always take pride in belonging to a particular company as an employee. But today's opportunities are wider. You actually can be a consultant, you can be an advisor, you can actually work with different companies. There are a whole lot of service companies where your services are really requisitioned by different companies. At the same time, something like a multi-exposure, you can be an entrepreneur. You could look at, starting off a startup as well, which could be the dream of many of you. But whatever you do, finally, I think you need to also sustain talent. And what do I really mean by sustaining talent? You really need to lock into something like a learn, unlearn, and relearn cycle. Because as I said a few minutes back, change is the only constant, and we cannot get stuck to just only one list of learnings. We have to quickly adapt to the new changes that are being wrought in the industry. We have to unlearn what could be really outmoded, and then we have to get into a relearning cycle. And the second very important thing is whatever functions, whatever parent functions you belong to, I think you have to really have a very strong business orientation, because I think, you may need not be an expert, but you really need to know how a business ticks. How does a business work? What are really different functions contribution to the overall business framework? Because that, to my mind, is extremely important to really develop expertise. And let me move to the next dimension which I wanted to touch upon. This Industry 4.0 that you see in the outside world, there are three large trends that are actually impacting the industry. One is automation. Second is the analytics framework. There's a whole lot of data that is getting generated. And I think the third element is artificial intelligence. The third one may not be very apparent at the moment, but there is a lot of work happening in the background. Most of you may be aware. Now, automation has this impact of changing your job description pretty rapidly. So I think to really combat some of these automation changes, you need to really be adaptable, because you need to be extremely adaptive mindset, so that, this automation trend is something which you can take care of. And as far as the second dimension is concerned, which is really analytics led businesses, I think the decision making ability that you have should really be rooted in some of these analytics framework, and you need to be very agile in taking decisions in your respective careers as you move forward. And as far as the AI trend is concerned, I think you really need to understand from your respective businesses how AI can actually take the business forward, because AI has this great potential of actually bringing in an algorithmic and an intuitive mindset into the business and its various players. And moving on, other than these trends, I think some of the individual characteristics that you may have to really develop as you go along is this, I would call it the iceberg kind of an example, because whenever you look at an iceberg, what is above the surface is extremely perceivable, but what is below the surface is something which is not seen straight away. So my suggestion to you is, whenever you are faced with the problem, you need to do a bit of deep dive, really understand the problem in all its dimensions, because that is when a more sustainable solution will probably emerge. And the second one is perseverance. And sometimes solutions don't come all of a sudden. You really need to persevere. Try and do as much data collection as possible around the problem, and then figure out alternatives, and then finally a solution, a eureka moment will actually present itself. And the third dimension, which is again very important, is I think all of us need to really develop this mindset about the big picture, a long-term view, because whenever we are in our jobs, we actually look at things only with a short-term perspective. We always have to lift ourselves, step back a bit, and really look at the long-term view and the big picture, because that really gives you a lot more clarity in terms of where you would like to move forward. And again, when you build your careers going forward, there is a very, impressive study done by McKinsey, which gives you a 3-horizon approach for growth. And while this has been expressed for businesses, I would think that this applies to our individual careers as well, because in the first horizon, you have to really build on your current knowledge, and you have to also look into the second horizon, where you have to actually develop multi-skilling ability, because just your own knowledge base will not suffice. You will have to multi-skill yourself. And the third horizon is where you need to be curious about other bigger trends that are actually impacting businesses. The tech trends that are happening, the trends that are actually impacting your parent function. So this 3-horizon approach actually lends beautifully, when you actually chart out your career growth for the future. Last but not the least, I think the softer aspects are extremely important. I think right in the beginning, I mentioned about networking. I think networking ability is something which is very important for all of us. Although businesses are impacted by automation, I think the human aspect of relationship building, of developing partnerships will not go away in a hurry. And networking ability, building lasting relationships become very important to actually move forward in your life. And the second part in the soft skills is basically nurturing and taking care of your teams. Because when you actually grow up in your careers, there will be a lot of your team members who are contributing to your success. You need to take care of them. You need to really handhold some of them. You need to take care of their careers as well. So that becomes very important, because that also gives you, a leadership skill in terms of taking along the rest of your team when your career also grows. Last but not the least, I think all of us, whenever we build our careers, sometimes we miss out on this aspect. Have fun, because whenever you choose a career, choose a sector which you really like, because that's where I think you will find your passion. And I think that's where you will have maximum fun, and you will probably be able to contribute much better. So with these few words, I thank you for your patience and attention. Have a great career ahead of you. Have a great life as well, and all the very best. Congratulations once again to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Before we initiate the closure of the ceremony, I would like to invite Professor Krishna Durga to announce the list of graduating candidates with the Honorable Vice Chancellor.
Good afternoon. Due to technical snags, we could not, some names were missed out. So I present unto you some of the candidates for diploma for the PGDM executive from the winter batch of 21. Harshal Kumar, Puneet Kumar, Ranjita Kumar Mahapatra, Amit Mehra, Ajit Nambiar, Divya Parchuri, Ramya Ramaswamy, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Kumar Rohit, Farha Basha Shahid, Hiren Ramachandra Shah, Mithul Shah, Devjeet Sinha, Chanchal Vijayan, Anjanaya Murthy K, Gurudev KY, Sparshita D. Padwal, Nehal Kumar Avinash Parate, Paresh Raheja, Mukesh Ranjan, Amandeep Shabarwal, Vinay Kumar Saraf, Sunanya Sharma, Vaibhav Sharma, Prateek Singh, Sunil Kumar Singh, Animesh Tamarkar, Madhuri Umesh, and Raghavan VH. Apologies for this omission.
Thank you, sir. I now request the Registrar, Dr. Meena Chintamani, to initiate the closure of the graduation ceremony.
Thank you. I request Sri Bharat Sanghvi, nominee of our Honorable Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS, and the Vice President of SVKM, to declare the graduation ceremony of Bangalore Campus 2020 closed.
I declare the graduation ceremony 2020 of the NMIMS Bengaluru University Bengaluru campus closed.
Thank you so much, sir. I, on behalf of the entire NMIMS family, would like to extend heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Mr. Ganesh Shenoy, for gracing graduation ceremony 2020. And I would have to say thank you for giving your valuable insights. This speech was very inspiring. And I also would like to thank the graduating students, and also would like to congratulate them, and also to all our faculty and our speakers. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.